I'm M-J Allard, and I'm suiting up to hit one of the greatest gaming conventions ever to hit Toronto. Oh, what's this? Oh, Burlington? How am I gonna get to Burlington? Oh, well, that's convenient. Let's see if I've ever had to ride one of these things. Oh, what a drive. Oh, who am I kidding? It wasn't that bad. We are TheUndeadTV, and this is... That's right, it's Con Bravo right here in Burlington, Ontario. Join us as we take you through the ups,
so many people,
the not so ups, and all the celebrity goodness. This is where legions of fans gathered from all around to soak up the good vibes and indulge in all there is to love about being a nerd. Seems like there's so much to see, and like everyone's having a lot of fun.
How dare you videotape me not having fun?
Well, almost everyone.
Hey,
shut up!
And how could you not have fun with such talent as the Nostalgia Critic, the 404s, and James Rolfe, all under one roof? Speaking of James, he really swept the show floor with his first ever official Canadian appearance. Hundreds of fans lined around the building just hoping to get a photo with their favorite video game nerd and a signature on a vintage game of their own. And what are you getting signed? I'm getting my Super Scope signed.
I'm getting Rob the Robot signed.
I'm Mario Bros. 3.
I'm Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest signed.
I'm getting Rockman 5 signed.
Well, I got my Nintendo signed and my friend's Game Boy signed, and it was just awesome.
James also had a panel with his longtime friend, rival, the Nostalgia Critic, being their first ever together.
Because we've never done a panel together before.
Where they answered questions coming from eager fans.
64 review, I realized that for the intro sequences for the Super Band for the Commodore 64 and the N64, you were in the New Jersey set. But when you were showing the Commodore 64, you were in your Pennsylvania set. So, were you in the middle of relocating at the time this episode was filmed?
Yeah, you're very observant, yes.
But even with all the positivity from the crowd, James and Doug couldn't help but duke it out at one point in their panel. But celebrity fights wasn't all there was to see. If you're at Con Bravo and you've got some extra cash to spend, you may want to check out the dealer's room, where you can find just about anything, a lot of which is homemade. Your name is?
Lindsay.
And this shop sells?
We sell leatherwork, we sell costuming stuff, and LARP weapons.
LARP weapons, okay. So when I look at your shop, I see a lot of leather attire and things like that. It would be used for LARPing. So is there a certain era that this type of clothing is dedicated to, or?
We mostly do like fantasy, medieval, that kind of things. We've got into the steampunk since that became so popular, but it is all custom, so we could pretty much do any era that anyone decided on.
And of course I couldn't leave the con without at least getting an awesome trinket to call my own. So, Greg, you were in the lineup for?
The worst movie, was it? I forget, I don't have my script with me.
The worst movie ever?
Yep, the audition.
Just the worst movie of the con?
No, ever.
Okay. We have Tyler from the YouTube channel.
Well, KH2 ever, but it's called Turn On Productions.
Okay. See, the thing is, I don't usually just randomly browse YouTube, but there's something about your videos that just caught my eye. And I recognize you from Toronto cons now, and you always come and you find a way to sort of light up people's days and make the videos look very exciting. So I just want to ask you what your inspiration is.
It's just the cosplayers. I really want to be able to go and film people. You know, it's just fun to get out there and film other cosplayers because they want to be able to show it off. I mean, that's why you go to.
You yourself look like one.
Thank you. Yes, I do. I do try. I don't think I've ever gone to a convention wearing nothing else.
Do you find that you just find cosplayers at the con who want to be part of your videos, or do you have a fan base that sort of sees you and says, oh, can I be in your video this week? Or?
There is a fan base of people who are like, oh, let me just film you, but it's mostly, I try and pick the cosplays that are really impressive or it looks like people have been working on. Sometimes I go for people who are just like lazy and I'm like, they look like they need some attention.
Well, it's very nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
The clock has struck. It's 12 o'clock.
That means it's time for the 404 comedy group to perform. So what's the show that you guys are going to put on this weekend?
It's the 404's improv comedy show. We're doing the late night right now. We just got out of the music show. We did some musical improv. There was plenty of mentions of abortion.
Let's go check them out.
The 404s are an impressive improv group that does performances in Toronto and the eastern part of Canada. Seems they packed enough energy for the whole crowd as they took suggestions from the audience.
Any hands up? You start over there. Who's your favorite author?
And sold some pretty sweet swag after the show. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention. After 12 o'clock, they don't call it midnight. Oh no. To them, it's pantsless o'clock. But I won't really go there. I will say this though. After hanging with these guys for a while, their humor kind of becomes infectious.
You just made my touch his thigh.
There were tons of crazy characters.
Well, I have this boombox to party rock. What? Party rock. Oh, party rock. Party rock. Yeah.
There you have it. Another amazing weekend at a super solid con. So be sure to get here next year to get your nerd on in any way you like. Well, supposing the world doesn't end in 2012 and all.
2, 3. My little pony, my little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. So you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure and the fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete to have mine. Do you know you are my very best friend?
So Mark Chan, the big cheese. What is the best part of running a con like this at this caliber?
That eventually you get to sleep, I suppose. But if I have to answer that seriously, the best part is that for somebody like me, at least, serving the community is a big deal. And I think with the Serve convention, we get to do that pretty well. We like running an efficient show and working with a lot of really good, talented people. I really like that.